Now at 11, we're tracking the latest on a live pinpoint Doppler 12 severe weather alert. The big nor'easter continues to push out of southern New England. The storm officially a blizzard in Newport.
And you can see here on live pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, snow is tapering off. The worst of the storm is over. Now the cleanup can begin. Here's the latest information. The tractor-trailer ban on Rhode Island highways was lifted tonight at 8. Rhode Island State Police tell us they've responded to numerous accidents, but no injuries have been reported.
Power outages still a problem for many people. We just checked, just over 9,000 customers are without power in Rhode Island, and that number is about 3,000 in Bristol County, Massachusetts.
Many communities in Massachusetts have canceled school for tomorrow. In Rhode Island, there are a handful of schools that are canceling classes. Many others are delaying the start of school. And we have a team of reporters monitoring the conditions all over Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. But first, let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrocchi's tracking the latest information. Tony?
Well, Mike and Shannon, as you mentioned, some leftover snow showers, but for the most part, the storm continues to pull away. Still some gusty wind out there. Not nearly as strong as it was during the height of the storm, and some leftover snow in the northern part of the state. Snowfall accumulations double digits in many locations, with the highest totals northwest part of the state, anywhere from 18 to 24 inches in Burrillville. Cumberland coming in at 18, 9.5 at the airport in Warwick, 10 in downtown Providence, 17 in Coventry, West Warwick, Cranston, a foot out towards Richmond, Hopkinton, and Westerly, 9.2 Portsmouth, 13.5 Acushnet. Some other towns and cities in Rhode Island with impressive numbers, including Foster at 22, Chepachet at 21, 16 in Situate, North Providence, a foot, South Kingstown 11. Again, downtown Providence coming in with 10 inches of snow. And some big numbers in Massachusetts as well. Blackstone 19, Franklin, Mass at 18, Foxborough 16, Acushnet 15.2, Taunton 13.3, and 10.5 in Wareham. Just be mindful, those students that have school tomorrow, a lot of them are going to be forced to do something like this, unfortunately, which is walking the road rather than the sidewalk. The sidewalks obviously are covered in deep snow. So as you travel the neighborhood streets tomorrow, heading out to work, be mindful that there are more and more kids tomorrow morning on the street rather than the sidewalk. Doppler radar showing some leftover snow will be winding down shortly. We get a blustery, chilly day tomorrow. The full forecast in 10 minutes.
And as Tony mentioned, northwest Rhode Island, really the jackpot. Burrillville with 2 feet of snow.
This video right here, sent to us by a viewer, shows how deep the snow really is. Eyewitness News reporter Gina Raimondo is live inside Breaking News 1 with the latest on the conditions in Burrillville. Gina?
Hi, Mike, Shannon. We are driving on Central Street in Burrillville. Now, this town was hit hard. Like you said, let's take a look at the roads here now. They are looking pretty good. Main streets are plowed, just looking really, really wet. We had no issues on our way here from our studios in East Providence, but we do want to remind everyone to stay clear of snow plows. We've seen dozens working just in this area tonight. And I also want to point out, you can notice these roads are much more narrow than usual because of the plows that have gone through working hard, and people are moving a little slower. But the good news is that we are moving tonight, and we've heard from viewers all day. The snow piles here in the Burrillville area got bigger and bigger by the minute. We've seen people shoveling and basically just trying to get situated before heading to work in the morning. And we took this video over at Freedom Park just in the last hour. You can see just how deep the snow gets, and hopefully you can see how soft the snow is too. So if you do have to shovel tonight, it shouldn't be too difficult. And now looking back at the roads, now you can see there is snow covering the roads and the trees here. Occasionally we've seen some snow blow off in large chunks. Oh, and here we see a plow. The snow has been blowing off of the trees in large chunks, so you do want to be careful of that just in case it gets on your window or anything. For now, reporting live in Breaking News 1, I'm Gina Raimondo, Eyewitness News.
And things are returning to normal at Warwick's TF Green Airport. A handful of flights have arrived at the airport tonight, but the terminal was a ghost town today. The runway never actually closed, but many flights in and out of the airport were canceled.
Southeastern Massachusetts hit hard by today's nor'easter. Some communities seeing a foot of snow or more. And
school is closed again tomorrow in many cities and towns, including Attleboro, Taunton, New Bedford, and Fall River, where the cleanup is now just getting underway. Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggin is live in Fall River with the latest from the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom. Caroline.
Well, Shannon and Mike, it's almost the calm after the storm tonight here in Fall River. For the most part, the snow has stopped, the winds have died down, and crews really are out in full force right now trying to treat the roads in anticipation of tomorrow morning's commute. There was a driving ban in the city of Fall River throughout the storm. That ban was lifted at 9 o'clock tonight, and just moments after it was lifted, people who spent the day cooped up inside during the storm made their way out. After an impressive nor'easter tore through the region, the city of Fall River is re-energized tonight. The coffee helps.
I was running an errand for a coworker, so he's drinking the hot, I'm drinking the cold.
Iced coffee in freezing weather. It's New England, and people can handle it. They can also handle the messy roads.
Honestly, they were really good when I had to come into work, so pretty clear.
But not all travel was easy tonight. Just ask New Bedford Mayor John Mitchell.
I was in Texas at the U.S. Conference of Mayors meeting, and I cut short the trip, and I came back and I flew to JFK Airport on Long Island. That was as close as I could get to an open airport, and so I rented a car and drove back.
All the while, he was on the phone with city police and DPW crews who were in the thick of it.
By and large, the plowing operation's gone very well. They still have a few more hours of mopping up to do.
Mayor Mitchell tells us the citywide parking ban will be lifted at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. City offices will reopen, but schools will stay closed. As for how much the storm will cost the city, the mayor says it will more than likely make a dent in the budget.
We've had some fairly volatile winters over the last few years, so it's getting harder and harder to budget for.
And back here live in Fall River tonight, most of the roads in the city actually look pretty clear at this point. We did make the trip from New Bedford this afternoon to Fall River. Our trip on 195 for the most part was relatively easy, but as Mayor Mitchell said, and as we have noticed here in the city of Fall River tonight, crews will be out throughout the night in anticipation of people headed to work tomorrow morning and some kids who are headed back to school. Reporting live in Fall River, I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Caroline. The capital city is also digging out tonight after today's storm.
And many we talked to tonight are actually enjoying what Mother Nature delivered.
Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen continues our Pinpoint Weather Team coverage now live in Providence. Steve?
Yeah, well, guys, downtown Providence today was probably a lot busier than you'd expect for a big snow day like this. It was packed with crews that were clearing roads, restoring electricity, and also kids just trying to have fun. It's a sight for sore eyes. Bare pavement throughout Providence. Despite oppressive snowfall throughout the day, crews were able to keep up. Brendan Morin, one of the countless contractors working hard to keep sidewalks clear as well.
We probably have 8 to 10 inches down here in the city, so it's not terrible. But it's heavy and it's wet, so it takes a little bit of time to pick it up.
It's a massive undertaking. You know, any 12, 14-inch storm is crazy.
Mayor Jorge Alorza was out of town for the start of the storm, but was able to change flights and drive a rental car from New York in these conditions just to get back.
But somehow, where there's a will, there's a way.
The storm started fierce, winds whipping through branches, tearing plastic away from buildings under construction, and causing utility poles to sway back and forth. National Grid steadied that pole and worked on other lines in the state's capital. For those brave enough, they tackled the challenge of the day with a smile.
I love snowshoeing. It's great. It's really awesome.
Jonathan Derry clipped into skis to take on some hills.
No lines, no crowds.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to wait to go back up the hill.
That's right, yeah.
You just walk up.
Do it yourself, DIY.
During the storm's peak, 7-year-old Henry Spencer sled his cares away.
I like to make a fort and go sledding and have hot chocolate.
So I hope Henry's listening tonight. Providence schools will be delayed 2 hours tomorrow. Also, there's a parking ban in effect overnight so that crews can put the finishing touches on these roads so the city can open back up again tomorrow. Reporting live at the mobile newsroom, I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.